Hey friends, I wanted to put together a quick video just to explain more about what I mean when I say that consistent calories is more important than what you eat to the nervous system. Okay, so I'm going to go through a few points about this, and then I have this available like as a handout. If that's something that you'd like, you can go to my website, just send me a message and I'll send it over to you. Okay. So, first of all, especially for neurodivergent folks, people who have experienced trauma, people who have low income or low resources, people who have just low spoons from a disability perspective, it is better to eat something rather than nothing in terms of your nervous system. Okay, so a few reasons about why. Okay. So I love this. Your nervous system runs on calories, not perfection. Okay. So eat something rather than nothing, even if it's just candy or fries or toast or chips. Skipping meals can worsen brain fog, can increase the likelihood of meltdowns, shutdowns, can increase anxiety. Because especially for us who are neurocomplex or have any type of PTSD or chronic anxiety or pain, our nervous systems are already sensitive. And so the lack of food is going to make your nervous system get so scared, like it's an emergency, right? So skipping a meal can worsen all of the stuff that you're already experiencing. And eating consistently can increase regulation, energy, and can make it easier to make decisions in the future. So even if it's just like grabbing a handful of peanut M&Ms, that's going to make it more likely that you could get even more food into your system in the future. I don't know if you've experienced this, but sometimes when it's too hard to eat and I avoid a meal, then 4 hours later, not only is my body more depleted and my nervous system is freaking out more, but it's extra hard for me to eat. So I'll tend to I skip more meals the more meals I have skipped, if that makes sense. Okay. Safe foods are really important for folks with sensory issues, trauma, any kind of executive function challenges, neurodivergence, ARFID, any kind of difficulty with variety of foods. Safe foods can be so important. It is not a failure to eat the same thing over and over again. It's actually wisdom. And historically, if you think about it, it's only our modern culture and really like opulence that we have so much variety of choices of food. I spent a month in high school in Costa Rica, and every single meal was a giant bowl full of half white rice, half black beans. There was like sometimes a few little bits of something on the side, like a little bit of coleslaw or like a little bit of pasta salad. But pretty much that was it. It was just rice and beans. And then sometimes we had fruit. So I think it's really not the rest of civilization, certainly not history, that has had so much variety of food and has been so worried about variety of food. But if there's something that you can eat, it's okay to eat it every day. I eat ramen every single day for lunch, and I have done for years, and I have great blood work. Um, so yeah, repeating foods or sticking with what feels safe is great. Um, you don't need money or time or fancy food or healthy food or fresh food to deserve food. So, what's accessible and possible for you is the best thing for you, right? If you are a person who can, buy, I don't know, fresh from the farm, organic things, great. But if you're like me and I live next to tons of farms, and I even have the resources to buy those fresh organic vegetables, I don't have the capacity usually or attention or organization in a day to cut those, to wash those vegetables, to cut them, and then to cook them. It's just not going to happen. And I'm going to end up throwing them away once they've rotted in my fridge. So for me, frozen and processed food is the best option to get me to eat. So I have like cut up frozen vegetables in my freezer and also canned vegetables. And sure, is it maybe not the most like fanciest thing that some organic chef would recommend? Sure. But it's going to get me consistent calories. And for me, that's more important. It's also just like helps me to not have things that are perishable because then I get a lot of guilt and fear about them. And I like think I have a part of me that thinks they're more expensive, so I avoid eating them because I think I like need to save them for some magical something, and then I feel bad because then they rot and then I haven't eaten them, and so it's like not worth it to me. I just buy frozen or processed or canned food that is non-perishable. Okay. All right. And the same thing with like buying pre-made meals, like microwave meals, I think can be a really valuable thing for folks who are avoiding eating because then it can be ready really fast and that can help a lot. And also the other thing that a lot of folks end up doing if they don't have easy food at home is they end up eating out, and that can end up putting way more financial strain um, on us than like most other things. So it can be really great to have prepared foods ready for you. Aldi's has a lot of prepared foods. Trader Joe's has a lot of prepared foods. Target even does. So find something that you like, stock up, have it on hand. Um, and that is something that I really recommend is stocking up on things that feel consistently safe and easy for you to digest and manage. Um, and putting it like in every room. Like I have a thing full of trail mix in every room so that wherever I am, I can just take a handful and I know that my body's getting consistent calories. Okay. Uh, you can let go of the words that are judgy, like picky, or like you only eat junk food. Like that's pretty disrespectful. You have a part that's not able to eat something that feels scared. And we don't want to tell a scared person that they're stupid for being scared, right? So we can honor our body's limits, trust our preferences, and um, I, I'm 45 and I have, according to the blood work, like excellent health, and I feel pretty good most of the time. So I don't know what to say, but I think our bodies are really wise and can do well with a lot of things. Stress is harder on our body than French fries are. Um, all bodies deserve food and a regular, consistent calories. So even if you are um, your body is bigger or different from what you're used to or for what you might prefer. You don't have to lose weight to eat, right? You don't have to be small to eat. Every human, regardless of how much they weigh, regardless of what shape their body is, needs consistent calories every 3 to 4 hours. That is across the board. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on with your weight or your size or your shape. Every animal requires consistent calories. Okay. All right. Um, and you are allowed to eat again and again um, uh, every day. There is no no benefit to skipping meals. that I am aware of. I know that there are the people who talk about the fasting, and that is one thing. But in terms of your nervous system, as always, take what you like and leave the rest. But in terms of your nervous system, it is very stressful to fast. And particularly if you follow human design, there are those of us who really do poorly with fasting. And if you have trauma history that included any kind of caregiver restricting your access to food, it can be really stressful to fast. Or if you had any sort of restrictive eating stuff going on, it brings up all of that stuff to fast. So, like, I'm a person on Yom Kippur. I do not fast, right? If there's requirements for fasting, then I do something else that's meaningful to me. But my relationship with food is already pretty challenging, and so I make it as easy as physically possible. So, sending you so much love. Well, like I said, I have this as a handout. If you want access to it, just reach out to me on my website, and I'm sending you all lots of love and some extra snacks. Oh, I forgot there was one other thing I wanted to say. If it's hard for you to get to the store, it's hard for you to manage being at the store. That's another reason why sort of stocking up can be a nice option so that you're going to reduce the times that you have to go to the store. And then also think about ordering from a delivery service. I know this can take some coordination, can also be stressful. If you have a coach or a therapist that you work with or a trusted friend, this can be a nice way to use some of your time together. So you can have, there's also great people on Fiverr, which is a website where you can hire someone to do different things who will do body doubling with you. Okay, so if that is something that's helpful for you, you can hire someone, pay them 20 bucks a week to sit with you and organize a delivery grocery list or ask your coach or therapist to sit with you and do that. A trusted friend as well. That can be a really nice place to get support. You can also have someone go with you to the store and help you to navigate it. Um, Also, I super recommend I wear earplugs and an overhead hat and often sunglasses when I'm at the store to decrease the sensory overload. Okay, I'm sending you so much love and consistent calories. And if you need a permission slip, you have it from me that you can eat anything that works for you. Um, there are no rules needed, and your body is so wise. It can use whatever it is offered, and often when we consistently offer our body um, calories, whatever they are, we will end up getting cravings for something else. I ate chocolate cheesecake for 2 weeks at one point. Only chocolate cheesecake because I had a rule in my head that I was like not allowed to eat chocolate cheesecake. And by the end of those 2 weeks, I really wanted some veggies and some other things. So our bodies are pretty darn wise. Okay, sending you so much love.